Let me tell you about a man who believed kindness was strength. He gave people chances. He forgave betrayals. He helped those who never helped him back. He thought his generosity would build loyalty. That his patience would earn respect. That his compassion would create lasting bonds. He was wrong. One by one, the people he helped turned on him. They used his resources, exploited his forgiveness, took advantage of every opportunity he gave them. And when he had nothing left to give, they destroyed him, not with hatred, not with anger, with indifference. They walked away without a second thought, without guilt, without remorse. Because to them, he was never a person worthy of respect. He was just easy prey, and here's what nobody tells you. That man is you, maybe not yet. Maybe not completely. But every time you choose kindness over consequence, forgiveness over enforcement, understanding over ruthlessness, you're painting a target on your back. You're teaching the world that you're safe to destroy. That I know what you're thinking. But I'm a good person. I treat people well. Doesn't that matter? It should. But it doesn't, because the world doesn't reward kindness. It exploits it. The world doesn't respect compassion. It preys on it. The world doesn't build monuments to the understanding. It walks over them. And if you don't understand this brutal truth, you'll spend your entire life wondering why people keep taking advantage of you. Why your boundaries mean nothing. Why your sacrifices are never appreciated. Machiavelli understood something 500 years ago that most people refuse to accept today. A man who wishes to make a profession of goodness in everything must necessarily come to grief among so many who are not good. Translation: in a world full of wolves, sheep get slaughtered. And you've been trained to be a sheep. Conditioned to believe that kindness is always the answer. That being understanding makes you mature. That forgiving repeatedly shows strength. Lies, those beliefs don't protect you. They destroy you. By the end of this video, you'll understand why kindness without ruthlessness is weakness. How the world systematically destroys compassionate people. The Machiavellian transformation that protects you. Exactly how to become ruthless without losing your humanity. This isn't about becoming evil. It's about becoming untouchable. It's about understanding that in a game where everyone else plays ruthlessly, your kindness isn't virtue. It's suicide. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you will shatter every comfortable lie you've been told about how the world works. And you'll finally understand why the kind get broken, and what you must become to survive. Let's begin. Before we go any further, I need you to do something. Subscribe to Deep Psyche Coded right now. Because this channel is the only place teaching you the dark psychology of survival that society desperately wants to hide from you. The truth about power. About human nature. About how to navigate a ruthless world without becoming a victim. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. You'll need every lesson we share here. Now, let's destroy the biggest lie you've ever been told. Treat others the way you want to be treated. The golden rule. The foundation of moral teaching. The principle your parents, teachers, and society drilled into you from birth. It sounds beautiful. It sounds righteous. It's catastrophically wrong. Here's why. The golden rule assumes reciprocity. It assumes that if you treat people well, they'll treat you well in return. That if you're kind, they'll be kind back. That if you help them, they'll help you when you need it. That's not how the world works. The world operates on a different principle. One that Machiavelli understood perfectly. Men are ungrateful, fickle, false, cowardly, covetous. People don't treat you based on how you treat them. They treat you based on what they can get away with. Think about it. How many times have you helped someone who never helped you back? How many times have you forgiven someone who betrayed you again? How many times have you been kind to someone who took your kindness for weakness? Every single time. And you know why they did it? not because they're inherently evil, because you taught them they could. Your kindness without consequences is permission. When you forgive without enforcement, you're saying, you can hurt me, and nothing will happen. When you help people who never reciprocate, you're saying, I'm here to be used. When you're patient with people who never respect your time, you're saying, my time has no value. And people believe you, they absorb these lessons. They internalize these patterns. And they adjust their behavior accordingly. Here's the brutal psychology behind it. Humans are strategic creatures that we constantly calculate. What can I get? What will it cost me? And when dealing with you costs nothing, when disrespecting you has no consequences, when exploiting you carries no risk, people will do it. Not because they hate you, because it's efficient, because they've learned you're a resource, not a person who enforces boundaries. Look around you, who gets respected in your life? Is it the person who's always available? Always forgiving? Always understanding? No, that person gets walked over. Gets their time wasted. Gets disrespected constantly. Respect goes to someone else entirely. It goes to the person who's selective with their kindness. The person who enforces consequences immediately. The person who's ruthless when their boundaries are crossed. Why? Because people know, crossing this person costs something. And humans, calculating creatures that we are, avoid costs. You've been operating under a fatal assumption. That people are fundamentally good. That they want to do right by you. That your kindness will inspire their better nature. Wrong. Machiavelli wrote, for how we live is so far removed from how we ought to live, that he who abandons what is done for what ought to be done, will rather learn to bring about his own ruin than his preservation. Translation. Living according to ideals in a ruthless world gets you destroyed. You can believe people should be grateful. You can believe they should reciprocate kindness. But believing that doesn't change what they actually do. And what they actually do is exploit weakness wherever they find it. Here's what happens to kind people. First, people test them. Small boundary violations. Little disrespects. Minor exploitations. Second, the kind person responds with understanding. Forgiveness. Patience. Third, the test is passed. The tester learns, this person won't enforce consequences. Fourth, the exploitation escalates. Bigger violations. Larger disrespects. More aggressive taking. Fifth, the kind person keeps forgiving. Keeps understanding. Keeps being patient. Sixth, complete destruction. The kind person is left depleted, disrespected, and wondering what went wrong. You know what went wrong? You confused kindness with weakness. And the world always, always, always exploits weakness. Let me be crystal clear. Kindness is not inherently weak. But kindness without ruthlessness is. Compassion is not inherently foolish. But compassion without enforcement is. Understanding is not inherently naive. But understanding without consequences is. The kind person you've been trying to be. That person is extinct in nature. Animals that give without taking, that forgive without retaliation, that show mercy without power. They don't survive. They get eaten. And humans, for all our sophistication, are still animals. We still operate on predator/prey dynamics. We still exploit vulnerability instinctively. We still destroy what we perceive as weak. So here's the question you need to answer. Are you going to keep being the compassionate, understanding, endlessly forgiving person the world taught you to be? The person who gets used, exploited, and destroyed? Or are you ready to become something different? Something the world can't break. Something people fear to cross. Something ruthless. Let me show you exactly how the world destroys kind people. Because it's not random. It's not accidental. It's a systematic, predictable process. And once you understand it, you'll see it happening everywhere. Stage 1, Identification. Predatory people, manipulators, narcissists, exploiters have a talent for identifying targets. They look for people who apologize excessively, people who explain themselves when questioned, people who have difficulty saying no, people who prioritize others' comfort over their own, people who give endless second chances. These are markers of kindness without ruthlessness. And to predators, they're markers of prey. Stage 2, testing. Once identified, you're tested. Small boundary violations, subtle disrespects, minor requests that push limits. They're asking, how much can I get away with? The kind person responds with understanding, oh, it's okay. They probably didn't mean it. I'll let it slide this time. Test passed. The predator now knows, this person won't enforce boundaries. Stage 3, escalation. Now the violations get bigger. They cancel plans last minute. They forget to pay you back. They disrespect you in front of others. They ask for larger favors without reciprocating. The kind person responds with patience, well, everyone makes mistakes. I'll give them another chance. Escalation successful. The predator now knows, this person's boundaries are suggestions, not laws. Stage 4, exploitation. Now you're being actively used. Your time, resources, emotional energy, everything is fair game. They take and take and take. And you keep giving. Because you've been taught that's what good people do. Stage 5, devaluation. Here's where it gets psychological. The predator starts to resent you. Not because you did anything wrong. Because you're too easy. Humans don't value what comes without effort. We don't respect what we can exploit without consequence. So the very kindness you're showing, it's making them lose respect for you. They start thinking, if this person lets me treat them this way, they must not value themselves. And if they don't value themselves, why should I? Stage 6, disposal. Eventually, they've taken everything they can. And now, you're useless to them. So they discard you. Coldly. Casually. Without guilt. And they move on to the next target. Leaving you broken, confused, and wondering, but I was so kind to them. How could they do this? That's how the world destroys kind people. Not dramatically. Not with obvious cruelty. Systematically. Through exploitation. Through taking advantage of your best qualities until there's nothing left. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. Men are so simple, and so subject to present necessities, that he who seeks to deceive will always find someone who will allow himself to be deceived. You've been allowing yourself to be deceived. By believing that your kindness would be reciprocated. By believing that people would respect your boundaries without enforcement. By believing that being good was enough. Here's the psychological principle behind all of this. Value is determined by cost. Things that are scarce, difficult to obtain, or come with risk. Highly valued. Things that are abundant, freely given, and cost nothing. Worthless. Your kindness, freely given to everyone, with no requirements, no enforcement, no consequences, has become worthless. Not because kindness itself lacks value. Because you've made it costless to exploit. Think about the people who command the most respect in your life. Are they unconditionally kind? Endlessly forgiving? Always available? No, they're selective. Their kindness is earned, not freely given. Their forgiveness requires genuine change, not just hollow apologies. Their availability is limited and precious. That scarcity creates value. That selectivity creates respect. That ruthlessness creates safety. Because here's what ruthless people understand. Being selective protects your kindness. When you're ruthless with who gets access to your compassion, generosity, and understanding, you preserve it for people who actually deserve it. You protect it from exploitation. You ensure it stays valuable. Kind people without ruthlessness give their best qualities to everyone. And they end up depleted, bitter, wondering why the world is so cruel. Ruthless people with selective kindness give their best qualities only to those who've proven worthy. And they end up powerful, respected, surrounded by quality people. So which one are you going to be? The kind person who gets systematically destroyed? Or the ruthless person who's selectively kind and therefore untouchable? Now let's talk about what you need to become. Because this isn't about abandoning kindness entirely. It's about protecting it with ruthlessness. It's about becoming someone the world can't exploit. Here's the Machiavellian framework. Be kind to the deserving. Be ruthless with the exploiters. Simple. Clear. Devastatingly effective. Let me break this down. Rule 1. Kindness must be earned. Stop giving your compassion, generosity, and understanding to everyone by default. Start making people prove they deserve it. How? They respect your boundaries consistently. They reciprocate your efforts. They value your time. They show genuine appreciation. They treat you with respect even when you're not useful to them. If they meet these standards, be kind to them. Be generous. Be understanding. If they don't, ruthlessly remove them. Rule 2. Enforce consequences immediately. The moment someone violates a boundary, exploits your kindness, or disrespects you. Consequence. Immediate. Permanent. No explanations. No second chances. No, but maybe they didn't mean it. They crossed the line, they're removed from your life. That's it. Why is this so powerful? Because it sends a clear message to everyone watching. This person's kindness is earned, not assumed. Cross them, and you're gone. That creates scarcity. That creates value. That creates respect. Rule 3. Never explain, never defend. When you enforce a consequence, don't explain yourself. Don't defend your decision. Don't justify your boundary. Just act, remove them. Cut them off. Move on. The silence is far more powerful than any words. Machiavelli wrote. Upon this, one has to remark that men ought either to be well treated or crushed, because they can avenge themselves of lighter injuries, but of more serious ones they cannot. Half measures don't work. You're either kind to someone or you destroy their access to you completely. There is no middle ground. Warnings don't work. Explanations don't work. One more chance doesn't work. You're either in someone's life with your full kindness or out completely. Rule 4. Be unpredictably ruthless. Here's the sophisticated part. Don't be consistently ruthless. Don't be predictably cold. Be unpredictably ruthless. Sometimes you're warm, generous, engaging. Sometimes you're ice-cold and unforgiving. People never know which version they'll get. That unpredictability creates anxiety. That anxiety creates careful behavior. They start treating you with extreme caution because they don't know where the line is, and they don't want to find out. Rule 5. Make examples. When someone crosses you, don't hide the consequence. Let it be visible. Let others see, that person violated a boundary. That person is now gone. You're not announcing it. You're not being dramatic. You're just removing them. Publicly. Permanently. And everyone watching learns the lesson without you saying a word. This is the transformation. From kind person who gets exploited to ruthless person who's selectively kind. From forgiveness without consequences to immediate permanent removal. From always available to access is earned and can be lost instantly. From explaining your boundaries to enforcing your boundaries without explanation. Machiavelli understood. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. But let me refine that for you. It's best to be feared by exploiters and loved by the deserving. The Ruthless framework does exactly that. Exploiters fear you because they know crossing you costs everything. Quality people love you because your selective kindness is valuable and protected. Here's what happens when you make this transformation. Week 1, you cut off someone who crossed a boundary. It feels extreme. You feel guilty. Week 2, you notice people treating you more carefully, testing you less. Month 1, the toxic people have filtered themselves out. They sensed you're different now. They left. Month 3, your social circle is smaller but dramatically higher quality. People who respect you. People who reciprocate. People who value your presence. Month 6, you're shocked by how much respect you command. How differently people treat you. How much peace you feel. This isn't about becoming evil. It's about becoming protected. It's about understanding that in a ruthless world, unlimited kindness is suicide. And the only way to preserve your humanity is to guard it ruthlessly. Let's make this practical. Here's exactly how you implement ruthless selectivity starting today. Step 1. Audit your current relationships. Look at everyone in your life right now. Ask, do they respect my boundaries? Do they reciprocate my efforts? Do they value my time? Do they appreciate my kindness? Do they treat me with respect even when I'm not useful? If the answer to any of these is no, they need to go. Not eventually. Now. Step 2. Establish clear internal boundaries. Decide right now. What behaviors result in immediate removal? What standards must people meet to stay in your life? What will you absolutely not tolerate? Write them down if you need to. Because when someone crosses the line, you won't hesitate. You'll just enforce. Step 3. Remove current violators. Everyone who's currently exploiting your kindness. Gone. Block. Delete. Remove access. No explanation. No final conversation. No closure. Just, gone. They'll panic. They'll reach out through other channels. They'll want to know what happened. Don't respond. Your silence is their answer. Step 4. Implement ruthless enforcement going forward. From this point on, someone violates a boundary equals immediate removal. Someone disrespects you equals immediate removal. Someone exploits your kindness equals immediate removal. No warnings. No chances. No explanations. Just action. Step 5. Be selectively kind to those who remain. The people who respect you. Be incredibly kind to them. Be generous. Be supportive. Be present. But never forget, even they can lose access if they violate boundaries. Nobody is exempt. Nobody is too important. Everyone operates under the same rules. Step 6. Stay emotionless during enforcement. This is critical. When you remove someone, do it without emotion. No anger. No sadness. No guilt. Just calm, strategic action. You're not doing this to hurt them. You're doing it because they've demonstrated they don't respect boundaries. And people who don't respect boundaries don't get access to you. Simple. Logical. Unemotional. Step 7. Never look back. Once someone's removed, they're gone forever. Don't check their social media. Don't ask mutual friends about them. Don't wonder if they've changed. Done is done. Looking back shows weakness. Shows you're not fully committed to the boundary. And if they sense that, they'll try to manipulate their way back in. Stay strong. Stay distant. Stay done. Machiavelli's final wisdom: whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. The times have changed. The world is more ruthless than ever. More exploitative. More predatory. More willing to destroy kindness. Your conduct must change accordingly. You can't afford to be the endlessly kind, endlessly forgiving, endlessly understanding person anymore. That person gets broken. You need to become someone different. Someone who's kind, but ruthlessly selective about who receives that kindness. Someone who's compassionate, but immediately removes those who exploit it. Someone who's understanding, but permanently cuts off those who take advantage. That person doesn't get broken. That person doesn't get exploited. That person becomes untouchable. This video was never about abandoning your humanity. It was about protecting it. You've been taught that kindness alone is enough. That being good makes you strong. That understanding people is wisdom. Those teachings will destroy you. Not because they're morally wrong, but because they're strategically suicidal in a ruthless world. The truth Machiavelli understood 500 years ago. Unlimited kindness in a ruthless world equals destruction. But ruthless selectivity equals power, respect, and peace. From this moment forward, you operate differently. You're kind, but only to those who've earned it. You're forgiving, but only when there's genuine change. You're understanding, but you enforce consequences immediately when crossed. You're compassionate, but you're ruthlessly selective about who receives that compassion. This isn't about being cruel. It's about being strategic. It's about understanding that your kindness is valuable and must be protected from exploitation. It's about becoming someone the world can't destroy. Remember, the kind get broken. The ruthless survive. But the ruthlessly selective, they thrive. Machiavelli's final lesson. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. Be the fox, recognize who's trying to exploit you. Be the lion, ruthlessly remove them. That combination makes you untouchable. If this video changed how you see kindness and power, subscribe to Deep Psyche Coded right now. This channel is your education in dark psychology, Machiavellian strategy, and ruthless survival. The knowledge society doesn't want you to have. The strategies that separate victims from victors. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Because we're just getting started. And remember, the world destroys the unconditionally kind. Become ruthlessly selective. Or be broken. The choice is yours. I'll see you in the next one.